Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Adam here, and in this hypnosis session, you're going to be experiencing some powerful suggestions, metaphors, modalities, and techniques to amplify and enhance the amount of charisma and confidence and passion for life, and that will inevitably lead to more adventures. And a good way of thinking about adventures is things that have an element of risk and excitement and go beyond what is comfortable and familiar. And think of the opposite of an adventure. It's predictable, it's mundane, some would call it boring. And if you always do what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. So therefore, adventures are necessary to break free of these rituals and routines and experience things on a whole different level. And part of doing that is doing random things, doing unpredictable things, doing things you wouldn't normally do is very key. And there could be different versions of you that does those things. You could do those exciting things with an energy of trepidation and apathy, or you could bring a charismatic, confident, playful version of you into those situations, in which case the self-fulfilling prophecy means that whichever version of you goes into these new experiences is likely to alter the experience that you have. So if you go in there with an attitude of, this will be boring, I'll be no good at this, I don't know what I'm doing, what am I doing here? That experience probably won't be an exciting adventure. If you take the energy of, let's do this, let's try this, let's see what happens, I'm going to make the most of this situation, then that confident, charismatic version of you is going to get a much richer, enjoyable experience. So if you're listening to this and you feel that maybe you've got into these familiar, boring patterns and you want to shake up your life a little bit, then listen to this with an open mind, with the intention of doing something in the next few weeks that would be adventurous based on your standards. As with most of my sessions, this was created for a specific individual. Therefore, some of the suggestions could have been great for them and not quite perfect for you. So if you do like the idea of having a bespoke, customized session entirely based on your goals and what you would like, have a look in the description for a link to book a free consultation call, and we'll have a chat about working together. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in that wonderful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel a sense of release. That things like tension or worries, ruminations and intrusive thoughts are being released. Feel them leave your body every time you exhale. Breathing in that relaxation and exhaling any tension. And start to scan your body for any clues of blocks, rigidity, or tension. Realizing that they're not real. They're just echoes. Tension sometimes is an echo of a stressful moment. Sometimes a thought is just an echo of a previous thought. But right now, in this moment, none of these echoes are real. So release them. As you breathe in that resourceful relaxation, allow yourself to release those echoes. And in doing so, don't be surprised if tension in your forehead starts to smooth and soften. Your jaw gets loose and relaxed. That your neck and your shoulders just seem to be letting go of any tightness. The breathing can get slower. And all by itself. The breathing shifts down from the chest into the diaphragm, effortlessly breathing deeper. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the deeper you breathe more of that resourceful relaxation. And the more you exhale, anything that is still being released. So breath by breath, you feel deeper and deeper relaxed. And notice how good it feels to start drifting to a place of change. I want you to use the power of your imagination to start thinking of something that represents time. Perhaps an old clock or an antique watch or a sand timer made of glass. And just hold that image or the idea of that and notice movement. The movement of sand falling down, of a second hand in rotation, perhaps even the sound. I want you to get a sense that just the idea of time is a portal into your past. And I want you to think of a time where you resonated and exuded excitement. We're not talking feeling a little bit excited. We're talking perhaps the 2 or 3 moments in your life that you've never been so excited. Maybe a moment where something was completed and the world was your oyster. Or perhaps arriving in a brand new country with whatever you brought with you. And I want you to observe that version of you, full of excitement. And notice, you didn't have all the answers. You weren't in exactly the emotional state that you needed. But what you did have is an anticipation that things were going to work out fine. That the risk and the unknown variables enhanced the experience. You didn't know what was going to happen, And that was required for these high levels of excitement. Because if in the times where you've never been so excited, you didn't have all the resources you needed, things couldn't be predicted and mitigated, and doesn't that mean that you are at your most excited when you don't have all the answers? When things are unpredictable, when things can't be thought through and planned. And I want you to see evidence of that excitement, a knowingness in your eyes, a smile on your face, a mannerism, a posture, a way of breathing, and then step into that version of you with the highest levels of excitement you've ever experienced. Notice you're in a dialogue, full of certainty, even though everything was uncertain. Allow the paradox to take you deeper and deeper. You were certain that things were going to be good, with zero evidence to support that. Embrace it. Feel how you were breathing when you were full of excitement. There was a courage, a sense of adventure, of fearlessness. And realize that in all of those cases, a sense of excitement led to wonderful self-fulfilling prophecies that indeed wonderful things did happen, partly because you had an expectation that they would. But the expectation wasn't enough. You took action. You made decisions. You did things. Allow this to give you a formula for manifesting wonderful experiences. Feeling excited, confident, and allowing yourself to figure things out one step at a time. Notice where in your body you feel this excitement. Notice that tone of voice you have in your inner dialogue with that excitement. Feel that you can harness this whenever you want. And maybe there was a phrase that you used in your inner dialogue that just gives you a clue as to how to harness this state whenever you need it. Sometimes doing something without knowing what's going to happen can feel like you're walking into the unknown. Come on, let's do this. It'll be fine. I live for things like this. But I want you to think back to a phrase that you used back then. Not knowing what will happen, but just trusting that it would be fine. And it was. That phrase in that tone of voice is now a key that unlocks this state whenever you need it. Whenever you need excitement, breathe in this way. Talk to yourself in this way. And the excitement will come. And sometimes all you need to do is to do things that require the very excitement. Book tickets for something, whether you feel like it or not, trusting that the emotion will come. Plan things. Plan things that create challenges and adventures for your future self. It's time to leave that version of you in the past and now teleport yourself through space and time to a point where you were at your most charismatic, where you oozed charisma. Observe yourself first when you're in that moment. See yourself influential. See yourself oozing confidence. Nothing could ruffle you. And unpredictable things were just opportunities for you to be even more charismatic. A quip, an observation, an unexpected question that you just allowed your intuition and unconscious to answer for you were opportunities and gateways to demonstrate that charisma. And then step into that version of you oozing that charisma and feel how you felt back then. Feeling like your cells are resonating with the frequency of charisma. Smiling that way, breathing that way. And maybe there was inner dialogue back then too. And if there was, don't be surprised if it was a cool, calm, charismatic inner dialogue too. I've got this. Not a problem. Think of the words you were using back then. And realize you now have two keys. A key for excitement and a key for charisma. That you can turn the lock with these keys, unleashing as much excitement and charisma as you need whenever you need them. And I wonder how much this would enrich your life. Following a trajectory of more charisma and excitement in your future. If that would lead to wonderful experiences, chance encounters, more fun. I want you to think back to a time when you were either excited or charismatic, and think of a specific bed, chair, or sofa from back then, and imagine making yourself comfortable in that place, allowing your mind to take you deeper and deeper relaxed. And as you relax, you can't help but think that your mornings are going to change from this point forwards. That whatever happens, you'll have it work for you. That if you sleep, then your body needs rest. And if you awaken, imagine waking with a spark of excitement, ready to shape your day like an artist shapes a masterpiece. A morning where you instinctively know that all of that energy that you put into that morning creates the wave you ride all day long. People have certain windows that they can ride those waves. What if productivity in the morning feels effortless? And what you do in the morning rewards you with freedom, spontaneity, and adventure later on. That you could be someone who uses the early hours to unlock time, energy, and possibilities for the entire day. And as the day unfolds, you find more and more ways to stretch yourself physically, socially, emotionally, to play and to explore beyond old limits. What if you set an intention to seek out the spontaneous, the random, and the unexpected? Because you know these are the colors of a vivid life. Adventure calls to you now, and you answer with a smile, a playful heart, and an open spirit. You are irresistibly drawn towards experiences that energize, excite, and elevate you. Unleash that inner child as playfulness becomes a natural part of your expression in the way you move, speak, laugh, and connect. And whenever you feel playful, your charisma flows effortlessly. People feel it, drawn to your energy, your spark, your magnetism. The more charismatic you are, the more naturally that you can flirt. You can flirt with life, with opportunity, or with people. It all comes naturally, like a playful dance. The world could feel like a prison of restrictions. But wouldn't it feel better if it was like an open playground, full of hidden treasures, just waiting for you to discover them? And each day, you dare a little more, stepping outside your comfort zone, feeling the thrill of new experiences. And confidence grows in you like a flame fed by action, curiosity, and a wonderful sense of limitless possibility. And start to think that each morning you rise feeling powerful, focused, and already in motion toward a day worth remembering. You are the main character in the story of your life. Imagine that character living your life exactly as you want. Someone who creates excitement rather than waiting for it to arrive. You are the instigator, not the reactor. Your mornings can be sacred launch pads, moments where you align your mind, body, and spirit for days of wonder, pleasure, fun, or something else. Whatever you intend, you increase the probability. You seek out shots to nothing, things with low risk and high rewards. Socially, emotionally, what are those things that you can try that if it doesn't work out, who cares? And if it does, it could take your life in wonderful new directions. This is your life and you get to choose your own adventures. You can introduce randomness or be discerning and decisive. This is your story and you get to choose. And every now and then you find pure joy in the randomness, taking the unknown path, speaking to new people. Surprise yourself, because the more you stretch yourself, the more life stretches back with rewards, connections, and incredible stories. Because the world is yours to explore, to play in, to love. And every day you claim more of it. One dare, decision, and choice at a time. I want you to imagine what the next few days could look like, unleashing you at your most playful, charismatic, and excited. That version of you doesn't have time to worry about small little things. That version of you is on a mission to live life to the max. So get a sense of what those next few days could look like. The randomness, the plans, spontaneity, and activating the versions of you that are most excited and charismatic. And just by thinking of it, you are priming your mind and your emotions to experience it. You are already creating powerful, self-fulfilling prophecies. And as you allow these seeds to take root, to ripple into your future, it's time to return back to the here and the now. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, start to connect and calibrate into the here and the now. That's it. Returning fully to the present, starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6. That's it. More alert. 7, 8. Fully open your eyes. That's it. 9, 10. Wide awake. Wide awake. Wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.